Hi everybody, me again. I don't post for forever and then I'll post twice in one day. I'm going to go through a quick feet-up routine just before I start work. And a few people have asked what is the actual benefit of using the feet-up trainer. Well, ultimately it's yoga for starters. And all of the benefits that come with yoga. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on about those, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to talk specifically about the feet-up trainer. The feet-up trainer pretty much encourages you to be in inverted postures far easier. So an inversion is basically where your heart is higher than your head. So it puts you in an upside down position or helps to facilitate that. In a much safer way. It doesn't put any pressure on the head. So if we were doing like headstands and stuff, we're going to be doing shoulder stands technically on this instead. It's much easier to get in an upright, upside down position on the feet-up trainer, but it isn't easy. You need quite a bit of core strength, and then what it does is it helps to develop that core strength quite considerably as well. You're using balance in a very different way, so it's very good for proprioceptive training. So proprioception is ultimately your brain's way of understanding where your body is in space. We work a lot on that in clinic and physio clinic with our patients who've had injuries or chronic pain or lots of different things. Proprioceptive training comes into most things that we do here. So it helps with the proprioceptors, which is great because if you imagine, it's a bit of an anti-aging tool, because the better we are at balancing and understanding our spatial awareness, or our brain's ability to understand our spatial awareness, then we are reducing our risk of falls as we get older. So there's that as well. It's a massive core workout. You don't have to do a lot to really feel it. Also, although I'm saying this very tentatively because I don't think there's any evidence at all, but apparently being upside down helps the increase of collagen back to kind of the head and everything and the face and stuff. So apparently it increases collagen output as well, or input. I've got no idea about that, so I should probably not even mention that, but I quite like the idea that I'm getting a bit more collagen, or could perhaps be getting a bit more collagen, because that is very much depleted as we get older. So anyhow, it's great, it's invigorating being upside down. I mean, I don't know if anybody's old enough that's watching this that used to watch Mork and Mindy, but Mork used to sit kind of like upside down on a chair. I can't even describe it, I'll show you one day. And I used to sit like that all the time as a kid, and bizarrely Cora does now as well, and she's never seen me do that. You know, I don't do that anymore now as a 44-year-old, but I've always quite liked being upside down in terms of, I think it just invigorates me. It really helps to build my core strength, which has then been great for other sports that I've ended up doing as well. So I'm just going to show you a few bits on the feet-up trainer. I don't get any money off the feet-up people at all. They're a German company, I believe. It's an excellent bit of kit. I'm not sponsored by them, but they are amazing in terms of customer service, and then sending you bits of videos and stuff afterwards as well. And the bit of kit itself, the feet-up trainer, is very well engineered, so it feels very secure, which it needs to when you see what we do with it. So we'll get going. So this is the feet-up trainer. I've got a paddle bit on the top, and then this is made from one piece of wood, I believe, I've been told. So you can do a little bit of prep work if you want, just like you would with any yoga, but for me, to be perfectly honest with you, I just like to go straight in it. Supporting my shoulders, getting myself in a nice comfortable position. Often people find that getting off the ground in an upright position is the most difficult thing, and you might need to build a bit of momentum. I've been doing this for quite some time now, and I've always practiced yoga for well over 20 years, because I'm that old. So I am fairly alright at getting straight up, but that's probably the most difficult part. So that's the thing that people need to work on a little bit more. When you're in this position, you really feel your core working, you'll feel a bit of a head rush as well, a bit of a party in the head. And then we can kind of just work through the spine and the back, flexing the hips. Oh, and you get a nice bit of a massage on the shoulders as well, because all the pressure's going through there. So for me, I'm putting myself in a bit of a pike position. So I'm getting hamstring stretch there as well, massively. And then I'm pushing myself all the way back up. So I'm using my core to do that, pointing my toes so I'm getting a bit of a leg stretch as well. Always wiggling my head to make sure that I've got no tension in my neck. I am holding on quite strongly, but not for dear life. And then we can do a myriad of other things on here as well. I'm just going to show you a few bits because I don't usually do it in this room. I usually do it in the studio outside, but it's bloody freezing. And I'm only working clinically in the room today, so I'm just going to heat this space up. So we're just going to flex the hip so that I've got a knee resting on an elbow, which feels really quite good as well. Helps to open the hips up. Challenges the core in a different way, really allows the diaphragm to work differently as well, so it challenges the breathing. You can bring both down, so this is almost like an upside down crow version. Bring the toes together, back into a pike position, and then coming all the way back up into an upright position as well. So we're really challenging our core, strengthening our back. You can come all the way back down, or you can maybe think about coming back down and then all the way back up, which I guess is a kind of like a crunch really, isn't it? Do all sorts with this, so I'm not too sure how much room I've got there, so I'm just going to be quite tentative with this one, but we can do a bit of a split stance with the legs. So we've got some hip flexion again, some knee flexion, trying to get this knee right down, trying to get that foot right back, and then we can come all the way up again and then split it from the other side. So remembering that two sides are very different, we're not particularly symmetrical beasts, so it's good to kind of be quite mindful here and notice what is actually happening in the body and noticing the difference from one side to the other. And that's probably enough for me at the moment, because being upside down is a bit of a head rush, a lovely one however. And then we're coming all the way down, nice and controlled. A little bit of a stretch out with the shoulders. Which feels great. So that just gives you a bit of a snapshot as to what a feet up trainer is and why I do it and why it might be good for you to do it. And yeah, that's it. So I've got a little bit of a glow now and ready for work. Any questions at all on this or anything else physio related, you know where I am. Take care, bye.